What's up guys, welcome back to another video. In today's video we are talking about the Rival Week event that we have coming up here in just a few days after I post this video. So we are going to talk about all the info and the details surrounding this event. We have some brand new Pokemon coming into the game. We have some shinies that are coming back after the Pokemon Go Tour Kanto event that just passed a few months ago as well. We're going to talk about all the PvP relevant Pokemon that you should be looking out for in the wild during this event as well. We have a brand new tier 5 raid boss as well. So a lot to go over in this event. So let's go ahead and go over all the details. So starting off with the date and time of this event. So this is about a 5-day long event. This is going from Tuesday, April 13th. Again, just in a couple days here. It starts at 10 o'clock a.m. It goes all the way until Sunday, April 18th at 8 o'clock p.m. local time. So here are the features of this event. So again, we're gonna have two new Pokemon coming into the game. We are going to have Skrelp and Skrelp's evolution, which we'll get into here in a second. And then we have Clauncher as well as its evolution, which will be making their Pokemon Go debut. So we have two brand new Pokemon coming in as part of this Rival Week event. So these two Pokemon are going to be appearing in the wild, in raids, and we are going to be able to complete field research task as well to be able to get these two Pokemon. So here they are right here. Here is the first one. This is Skrelp. This one is a poison and water type Pokemon. So this is one that is going to be spawning again in the wild, in raids, and for research encounters. And Skrelp is going to evolve into Dragalge. This one is going to take 400 candies to evolve Skrelp into Dragalge. It's going to be a poison and a dragon type Pokemon. I'm going to also show you where these sit for their typings compared to other Pokemon in their typings as well. So we'll quickly go over that as well. But there is Skrelp and Dragalge right there. And then we have Clauncher. Clauncher is an all water type Pokemon. There it is right there. That is what Clauncher looks like. And then it is going to take 50 candy to go ahead and evolve this thing up to this one right here. This one is Claude Whitser. Claude Whitser again is an all water type Pokemon right there. So those are the two new Pokemon with their evolution that is coming into the game during the Rival Week event. So if we look first at Claude Whitser in the water type category right here, this one obviously is not going to be the best one in the water category. There is tons of other water type Pokemon that we are going to want to use. So for example, if we look here at this graph, we have obviously Kyogre sitting in the number 1 and 2 spots. In the number 1 spot, Kyogre with Waterfall and Surf. We have another Kyogre with Waterfall and Hydro Pump. And then we have Swampert, Water Gun, Hydro Cannon. And then we have a Kingler, we have a Feraligatr, we have an Empoleon. And then we got to go all the way below all of those. There is a Claude Whitser right there with Water Gun and Crabhammer. So it is about 1,500 points underneath the Kyogre in the number 1 spot. So there is Kyogre, Swampert, Kingler, Feraligatr, and Empoleon, which are way better choices in the water category on top of Claude Whitser. So you can see right there, Claude Whitser is not going to be your best option in the water category. So I just wanted to show you that in case you were curious on where Claude Whitser sits. And then as far as Dragalge in the dragon category, again, it is dragon and poison type. And I do just want to make a note that I am comparing these things without Megas, without Shadows, without Primals, without any of those things, or without Pokemon that are not currently in the game. So the last one that we just saw, it was excluding Megas, Shadows, and all that other stuff as well. But if we look at Dragalge in the dragon type category only, this one is not even going to be in the question as far as dragon type Pokemon. We have Rayquaza in the number 1 spot. We have Palkia in there. We have a Salamence, a Garchomp, a Zekrom. And then we actually have to go all the way to the 4th page to even see Dragalge. Dragalge is going to be way at the bottom of the 4th page there with Dragon Tail and Outrage. That one is going to be 792 for the DPS times the TDO. So you can see Dragalge in the dragon type category is again completely out of the question, not even relevant as far as dragon type attackers go. And if we are going to look at Dragalge in the poison type category, again, it is poison and dragon. Here is the poison category right here. So number 1 spot, Roserade, Poison Jab, and Sludge Bomb. And then we fall quite lower, Toxicroak with Poison Jab and Sludge Bomb. And then we got to go all the way to the 2nd page to go ahead and see Dragalge. It is right here underneath the Nidoking, the Weezing, and the Muck. This one is going to have Acid, and Gunk Shot. So again, Dragalge, not even relevant as well in the poison type category. So Dragalge, as far as poison, and Dragon, not even relevant at all. We are going to look at these things in PvP as well. We're going to touch on that real quickly towards the end of the video, but that is where Dragalge sits in both of those categories. And then moving on, again, we do have Therian Landorus making his Pokemon Go debut. So this is the last of the Therian forms. We have Tornadus, I believe it is, or Thundurus right now. I get confused between those two, but we did already have Tornadus and Thundurus, so Therian Landorus is the last form that is coming into the game. So it will make its debut during this Rival Week event. And then the third feature of this event, enjoy the Rivals Week challenge in the Global Challenge Arena. So all trainers around the world can work together to win raid battles and unlock a 2-time catch Stardust bonus for the duration of this event. So you know we are going to hit that as well. So we can raid together as a whole to go ahead and unlock 2-time catch Stardust for this event. Not super huge, but it is always good to have that extra Stardust when we're out there catching. And then Pokemon known for their rivalries will be appearing more often in the wild. We are going to have Pokemon such as Hitmonchan, Hitmonlee, Makuhita, Meditite, Zangoose, Seviper, and more. So again, Hitmochan and Hitmonlee were the two shinies that came out during the Pokemon Go Tour event that we just had a few months ago. I did get myself a Hitmonchan, but I didn't get myself a Hitmonlee because I was part of the green version and not the red one. So I am going to be looking for myself a shiny Hitmonlee right here. So those are the spawns that are going to be happening during this event. As we know, the Zangoose and the Seviper are regional, so it's not clear yet if those are going to be spawning for everybody, if they're going to switch the regions like they sometimes do. So here in North America, we could have Zangoose, and then it could switch with the other side and get Seviper. I don't know if they're going to do it that way, or if they're just going to give us our regionals and leave it at that. So we're going to have to wait and see how that one plays out right there. But as far as the shiny potentials go for these spawns right here, all of these do have shiny potentials. Again, here is a shiny Hitmonchan compared to the regular Hitmonchan. Here is the shiny Hitmonlee compared to the regular Hitmonlee. We have shiny Makuhita right here compared to the regular. We have shiny Meditite compared to the regular Meditite. And then we have the shiny Zangoose right here with the blue stripes compared to the regular Zangoose. And then we have the shiny Seviper as well right here. So all of those do have shiny potentials, which is pretty cool. Again, we're gonna look at their relevance as far as PvP goes after all this news right here. So stay tuned for that as well. And we are going to have 5-kilometer event eggs as well. Out of these eggs, we are going to be able to get Machop, Tyrogue, Elekid, Magby, Makuhita, Meditite, Zangoose, and Seviper. Again, we already know Zangoose and Seviper, Meditite, Makuhita already do have shinies. Machop obviously has a shiny as well. Tyrogue does not have a shiny, but the Hitmonlee and the Hitmonchan do. And then Elekid and Magby do have shinies as well. Here is the shiny Elekid right here, and here is the shiny Magby as well. So those are all the shinies and the Pokemon hatching out of 5-kilometer eggs. And then moving on to the last two features of this event, rivalries will continue in raids as well. So Pokemon like Nidoking, Zangoose, Seviper, and more will be appearing in raids. We will have event exclusive field research tasks again that will lead to encounters with Pokemon such as Skrelp and Clauncher. So just another way for us to get those two Pokemon right there. And then we will be having, like we have been having during these last couple of events, we will be having Team Go Rocket Grunts taking over more Pokestops during this event. No word on if we're going to be able to TM away frustration. Every time I hear Team Rocket events like this, I always think of TMing away frustration. I'm always hoping that they go ahead and introduce that. I don't think they are. It doesn't mention anything about that, but I'm always on the lookout for the opportunity to go ahead and TM away frustration. So that is the last of the features right there during this event. So like I said, let's go quickly over the Pokemon that are relevant in PvP. And then after that, since there is a bunch of info during this event, I know a lot of this information could become overwhelming. So what I'm gonna do is, after I go ahead and go over all these stats for PvP, I'm gonna go ahead and pop up a little graphic on the screen here, going over all the Pokemon that are relevant, what their rankings are, what their IVs are, maybe their movesets and stuff like that. So you can just go ahead and screenshot that, keep it in your phone, so you could just have something to overview as far as PvP goes, so you can look over all the stats and all that kind of stuff, because I know it does get overwhelming hearing all these things back to back. So I'll go ahead and throw up a little picture that you can screenshot. Hopefully that does help you out. But with that said, let's go ahead and get into the PvP relevant Pokemon. So starting off with the 2 new Pokemon that we are getting during this event. Some of these might not be the best in PvP, but I just want to let you know in case you're curious on where they sit. So if we are looking at the Dragalge in the Great League, this one is not going to be relevant. But again, in case you're wondering where this thing sits, it is going to be ranked number 243 in the Great League. So obviously we're not going to be using this thing in the Great League. In the Ultra League, it's not going to be relevant as well. In the Ultra League, it is sitting at number 166 with the XL form and 273 in the regular form. So not really relevant in the Great or the Ultra. And it's obviously not going to be relevant in the Master League as well. And then we have Claude Whitser. Claude Whitser in the Great League, not even close. This is ranked number 547. So not even a question on this one. This one is not going to be used in the Great League. And then in the Ultra League, it is not going to be relevant as well. This one is going to be ranked number 391. So both of those right there are not even close in the Great or the Ultra League. And again, this one is not going to be relevant in the Master League either. And then as far as Hitmonlee and Hitmonchan go, one of these is going to be semi-decent. The other one is not even going to be close as well. So let's check out Hitmonlee and Hitmonchan in the different leagues. So we have Hitmonchan right here, which is going to be semi-decent. We're not going to look at the shadow form because we're going to be focusing on just a regular form. This one is going to be ranked number 124 in the Great League with Counter, Ice Punch, and Thunder Punch for the moveset. And in the Ultra League, it is going to be ranked number 139. Again, Counter. This one is going to have Close Combat and Ice Punch as far as the moveset goes. So a little different on the moveset, kind of similar as far as the ranking goes. So number 139 in the Ultra League. It's not going to be relevant in the Master League, so that one we're not even going to go ahead and touch on. As far as Hitmonlee goes, this one is not going to be useful at all. Here is the ranking in the Great League. This one is ranked number 647. So this one is about 500 spots below the Hitmonchan. So that's where it sits in the Great League. And as far as the Ultra League, the Hitmonlee is sitting in the number 450 spot. So I just wanted to kind of show you where those two sit side by side. So obviously Hitmonchan is going to be a lot more useful than the Hitmonlee in the Go Battle League. And then we are moving on to the Hariyama, which is the evolved version of the Makuhita, which is going to be spawning in the wild. This one is going to be number 57 in the Great League. So Hariyama is going to be pretty decent in the Great League. This one is going to have Counter, Close Combat, and Heavy Slam as far as the moveset goes. And in the Ultra League, it is going to be decent as well. In the Ultra League, it is ranked number 76. This one is going to again have Counter, Close Combat, and Heavy Slam for the moveset. And you could also use Hariyama in the Master League. This one is similarly ranked to the other leagues. This one is number 78 in the Master League. Counter, Close Combat, and Heavy Slam. So if you are looking for a Hariyama to go ahead and use in any of those 3 leagues, whatever one you prefer, go ahead and look for a good Makuhita to go ahead and evolve up to Hariyama. And then moving on to the Metacham. I absolutely love Metacham for the Great League. So go ahead and look for a good Metatite. This one I believe is going to be a 15-15-15. So you want to look for a 100% or as close as possible to that. For the Metatite to evolve up to Metacham. As you can see right here, Metacham is ranked number 1 in the XL form in the Great League. But if you're looking at just the regular Metatite, that one is still ranked number 27 in the Great League. So this one is really good. Counter, Ice Punch, and Psychic is the moveset that you're going to be wanting on the Metacham. And as far as the Ultra or the Master, this one is not going to be relevant in any of those 2 leagues. It is going to sit really nice though in the Great League. And then we have the Machop into the Machamp. You already know, I don't have to tell you this, Machamp is an absolute beast in the meta, in the regular game, and as far as PvP goes. So if you are going to use it in PvP, you could use it in all 3 of the leagues. As far as the Great League goes, it is going to be ranked number 37 in the regular form. Counter, Cross Chop, and Rock Slide as far as the moveset goes. In the Ultra League, it is ranked number 44. Again, this one is going to have Counter and Cross Chop, but you are going to want to have Payback on this moveset for the Ultra League. Payback is a move that you are going to have to use an Elite TM for, but if you do want to use it in the Ultra League, you could go ahead and use it with that moveset right there. And then Machamp also could be used in the Master League. If you are using it in the XL form, it is ranked number 21. If you are using it in the regular form, it is ranked still number 64 in the Master League. Counter, Cross Chop, and Rock Slide is going to be the moveset for both of those forms right there. So again, Machamp is useful as a meta attacker and in the Great, Ultra, and the Master League. So that is where all of those sit now that I'm out of breath going over all of that. So like I said, I am going to pop up a little graphic here. Not sure if it's going to be the best thing to look at. I'm going to try to put it in a format that's easy to look at and easy to read, because I know it is a lot to go over all these rankings and try to remember all this stuff. So I'm going to try to put something together to go ahead and pop up on the screen here. Feel free to go ahead and screenshot it, save it somewhere in your phone, so during this event you can go ahead and refer back to it and take a look at that and see which Pokemon you should be going after. So here is that screenshot right here. Hopefully that little graph right there does help. If you have any suggestions to make that thing better or easier to read, definitely let me know. Or if you have any idea on how I can compact these videos and make it easier for you, make it more informative, easier for you to remember and to look over and all that kind of stuff, definitely let me know. I'm always open to tips to making these videos better. But that is going to do it for today's video. Let me know what you are most excited for during this rival week event. We don't have any new shinies coming out like we do have during this spring into spring event that we currently are in the middle of, but we do have some cool shinies coming back, like the Hitmonlee and the Hitmochan, as well as the Seviper and the Zangoose, which are regionals. Hopefully they do open up the Zangoose to us so we can go ahead and get, at least through field research tasks, if they're not spawning in the wild. But let me know what you are most excited for during this event. That is going to do it for today's video. Go ahead and drop a like if you like this video. Go ahead and share it with someone that can use this information. Go ahead and drop a comment. Go ahead and subscribe if you are new to the channel. That definitely does help me out. Make sure you turn the notification bell on so you don't miss any future videos. And I will catch you on the next one.